Somebody texted. Marius, can you hear us now? Yeah, you can hear us. Okay, so define a dictionary, do open and close curly brackets. And basically a dictionary is a collection of variables. So to define a variable, what you do is, so let's define a variable called name. You do that in double quotes. So you say name, you put a colon, and you give the value to the variable. So let's call it Richmond. So make a note. Question?
Oh, so to put a comma after it.
Yeah, after that to do the next one. But before we go to the next one, the one on the left is called, anyone? So write down the one on the left is called a key, and the one on the right is called value. So make a note. The one on the left is called key, and the one on the right is called value. Okay, then you can give another variable. You put a comma and go to the next line. And in double quotes, you can say age and a colon. And you can do a float variable as well. Okay, let's do one more variable. Who wants to do it? The question is, add one more variable called status and put the value as freshman. Who wants to do it? Yes. What do I do?
Go down one line and then columns, status.
So you say status,
Yeah,
colon.
and then another columns and freshman.
Does that make sense to everyone? It's not difficult. Okay, next question is, I want to define a list with 3 classes, maths, physics, and computers. So you can define a list inside a dictionary as well. So the question is, the key should be subjects, and the list should have physics, maths, computer science. Who wants to do it? Yeah, Benjamin, what do I do?
Create a new class. Wait, under that student one.
Yeah, in the same student one.
Oh, okay. So subject.
So you say subjects.
And then colon again. And then what they call quotation marks.
I want to define a list. So what do I do? I want to make a list, if you remember list. Yeah. Square brackets, very good. Make a note. To do the list, you have to do square brackets. And in here you say physics, comma maths, comma computer science. And this whole thing becomes your dictionary. Okay, write down next thing. How do you print a dictionary? So how do you print a dictionary? You do it the same way. How do you print something in Python? Who wants to do it? Yeah.
Print.
So all you have to do is say print, open brackets, and all you do is write down the name of the dictionary. Write down to print, same thing, print name of the dictionary. And you run. So look at that. The whole thing is printed down here. Okay, next question is only print the age. The question is only print age. I don't want the whole thing. I only want to print age. Anyone, how do I do that? Okay, so write down to print an individual key. What you do is you say student and square brackets. And in double quotes, you write down the name of the key. And run. So look at that. You get the output as 18.3. Okay, let's do one more. Krish, I want to print just the name. How do I do it? The question is, I just want to print the name from a dictionary. How do I do it? Does anybody wants to help him? Yeah, okay. What is your name? Sorry. Yes, Shazib. So make a note, Krish. You do a square bracket, and in double quotes you say whatever you want to print. And if I run this, you should get Richmond. Okay, next question. The question is add a new key value pair. So you want to add another key value pair. Say last name equals university. So on the left, you want last name, and on the right side, you want university. Is the question clear? Right, who wants to do it? We want to add a new key value pair. Okay, write down. This is how we do it. You say student, open and closed square brackets. And inside you give the new key here. So let's call it last name. And you say equals. What did we say? University. And then if you try and print student, hold on, are we recording? We are sharing the screen, Marius. Boran, why you joined? Can you see the screen, Boran? You can, right? So it's going to record it, yeah. Okay, if I run this now, look at this. At the end, you have a new key value pair. Okay, can somebody explain what was this property called? When you're able to change something, that property is called what in Python? Sorry? So we added a new item inside the dictionary. It means we changed the dictionary. What is that property called? If you remember, we did this in list. So make a note. If you're able to change something, it is called mutable. Okay, so just make a note. Dictionaries are mutable. List was mutable, but strings are not mutable. Okay, so the question is, now change the name to London. So we added a new one, university, but I want to change the name now to London. How do I do it? All you have to do is, in place of last name, you say name and change its value to London. And if I run this, the name becomes London. Does that make sense? This property is also mutable because you're able to change the dictionary. Did that make sense what we did? We changed the value for name. Okay, right now, next thing will be methods of dictionary. The first one is called keys. So the first one is called keys. So if you say student dot keys and open and close bracket, look here, if you say student dot keys, and if you try to print this, yeah, well done. So if you try to print this, you will get all the keys. So if I run this, look at that. You get all of them as a output. Okay, there's one more thing you can do. So let's say key equals, you can convert the output into a list. You say let be key equal to list, and then you say student dot keys. And then if you just print the key, the output should be the same, but as a list. So look at that. So make a note. If the question is convert the output to a list, you'll have to do this. You'll have to say list student dot keys. Okay, that was the first method. What do you think the second method should be called? Values, very good. So the second is called values, open and closed. If I run this, what should be the output? All of the values. Look at that. And make a note. Similarly, you can make this into a list. When you practice, you'll have to do this in a list, okay? So just make a note. Okay, let's do one or two more. The next one will be called items. So what items does is it prints the whole thing together, but pairs both of them together in a tuple. If you remember tuple, we did that as an extra learning. So look at that. It combines key pair into a single group or a tuple. So it combines the output into a single tuple. Okay, let's do one more. Say if you have another dictionary, let's call it new dictionary or new student. And say this one has, say, the height of the student. Something like this. And the question is, you want to, sorry?
The question is to merge them.
Yeah, the question is to merge them together. It means put this guy inside student. So the question is to insert new dictionary into student. So what method do we use? Update. Very good. Write down. So to merge two dictionaries, you say update. And in here you put the name of the new dictionary. And then if I try and print this, okay, let's not print this one. So you do this without print, and then you print just the student. So what do you think will happen? You have to go? Okay. Sorry? Oh, okay. Hope she's okay. Yeah. Take a look at the video later, yeah? Okay, if I print student now, so it will add this guy into the take care, yeah? So if I run this, look at this. At the end, you have the new dictionary inside the old one. Make sense? So there are a lot of other methods you can use, which you can play around. So if you just do dot, you can see all of them. Just write down pop is to delete something. You can try this, but pop is to delete something. But you can try it when you practice. Okay, now let's just see the for loop with dictionary. Okay, so if you say for I in student and colon, and then you say print I. Okay, so if you say for I in student print I, what do you think will be printed? Any guesses? So let's run this. So look at that. So if you say for I in student print I, it prints all the keys. Make a note. To print all the keys, you have to say for I in student print I.
We also can use key itself as well, right? For key and student.
Yeah, yeah.
Print key.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever, you can use whichever. Okay, what if I want to print the values? Then what do I do?
For value. And
You can say for value and student, or you can say for I and student print. I want to print the values. No, not dot values. You have to say student and open and close bracket values or value. So if you do this, look at this, all of the values get printed. Does that make sense? Okay, you can practice more of dictionary when you practice. We'll move on to the next topic. So let's move on to the next topic. Maybe let's stop recording here.